Africa Enlightenment Center, religious, political, and social enlightenment. Watch video to the end. Make sure to subscribe and share this video. Don't forget to comment your opinion in the comment section.
What is this being that can create a universe that's billions of light years across, can create billions upon billions of stars and planets around many of those stars and galaxies and stars that aren't in galaxies, but yet at the end of the day, he's worried about what Paul does. And if he's worried about what you do, why didn't he make it clear what he wants? Because there's something like 10 or 20,000 types of Christianity in the United States alone. How is one saved?
Sure.
By baptism, by good works, by donating money. All the Christians can't agree because there's no clear message.
Well, I will have to admit that there's a lot of ambiguity in the scriptures. And I think that they do account for the fact that there's such variety of different convictions and denominations and things like that. And that's a complicated question to address too.
I agree.
It seems like we're kind of jumping around a couple different
That's all right.
things. And I kind of wanted to address your earlier question, if I could, about, I started to explain the reason I think that God is hidden to the degree that he is in order to create a world in which it's possible for him to accomplish his ultimate purposes. And that in order for his ultimate purposes include people choosing freely to love him and love each other. And I think that if he created a world and he was as obvious as, like anybody could just look up and see him, or you could call him on the phone and talk to him, or whatever other way that he was very obvious, if he really is the infinite sort of level being, then any kind of obvious exposure of himself to us would be almost coercive.
No.
In order to
No.
okay.
I understand. So this is sort of the, hey, if God revealed himself to us, nobody would refuse to worship God. It'd just be so obvious. And so he wouldn't get a real worship. But God should be able to tell the difference between sincere worship and somebody who's just doing it to avoid. It's not like you can fool God, can you? Can you fool God?
Of course not.
Of course not.
No, but it's not just about fooling. It's not about fooling God.
No, hang on. Because if God reveals himself, that doesn't change anything about people's ability to worship or respect that God, and it doesn't change anything about God's ability to detect it. Do you also think that there is a Satan that is the evil adversary of God?
I do think that Satan exists and that he is the evil adversary. Yeah.
Sure. So I'm doing this. I'm asking because you seem to be willing to pick and choose out of the book. So I want to make sure we get that straight. But does Satan know that God exists?
Yes, of course.
And yet he was still able to rebel, right?
He chose.
It's unclear to me what the role of Satan is in terms of the his prior choices and that kind of thing.
Okay.
That's a debate that I'm not prepared to have.
Welcome back. If you love the video, you enjoyed the video, you can support us. All right. Just click thanks and buy thanks to support what we're doing, because more is coming your way. Thank you for watching.